Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Well, it's been another crazy day, hasn't it, to be an Everton fan. Vita Pereira emerged again last night as the favourite to take the job. Farhad Moshiri apparently ignoring his own board in wanting him to come in as the manager. The board seem like they're pushing for Frank Lampard to take over. And then this morning it came out that Vita Pereira may not want the job because of fan criticism. There's been some graffiti on Goodison Park overnight and a lot of negativity on social media. But Vita Pereira then ended up on Sky Sports News doing an interview this afternoon saying that he still wants the job. He said he wants to bring the fighting spirit back to Everton. He mentioned the Everton greats like Phil Jagielka and Tim Howard and Leighton Baines as an example of the Everton players that he wants to, wants to show, those kind of players, wants that kind of spirit on the pitch. He mentioned Goodison Park, he mentioned the fans, and he said he wants the job, and it would be up to the board. Now he said he was waiting around. He said, and to see whether there was where the decision was. And when it would be. He said his track record speaks for himself. He has a way of doing things. He's spoken to the club and he's just waiting for that phone call now. It was a very strange interview, I must admit. It was a very, very strange for a manager to put themselves forward after they'd had an interview. This guy was definitely trying to sell himself to the Everton fans. I've never seen that quite done before in the manner it was done. It was very, very strange to watch. It was a little bit cringeworthy. Felt like almost like he'd been put up to it by somebody. But it did feel very, very strange. And we'll have to see what kind of effect that has. Frank Lampard has emerged as a big favourite amongst the fans. Simply because if it's down to between him and Vita Pereira, if Everton fans want him. We've done a poll. 7,500 of you took part in the poll. And 95% want Frank Lampard. Now, I don't think 95% of people want Frank Lampard outright, but between those two men, it does seem like Frank Lampard is going to get the job, or they want him to get the job, and that's the corner we've boxed ourselves into now. So, very strange situation, but Everton have got to get this sorted. The transfer window shuts on Monday. Vita Pereira was asked about that as well, about transfers, and he said, obviously I've got targets. He said, but I would just be a coach, and that would be down to other people to do the job. One person that might be is Tim Cahill, who's been linked to a role at Everton this week and again today. So we'll have to wait and see whether Tim Cahill will maybe come in as well, if a manager comes in as a new team to take Everton forward. We're going to have to wait and see. There's no final decision, and again, it keeps on going from one side to another. 1 minute you think Lampard might be the favourite, or Rooney has been mentioned, or Vita Pereira. We still don't know. We're still none the wiser, and it's going to be interesting to see how the people at Everton react to what Vita Pereira has done today. So tomorrow's another day, isn't it? In other news, Ellis Sims has gone on loan to Hearts. Obviously started the first game in the Premier League against Chelsea, has had nothing since, and he's going to go to Hearts for the rest of the season. Obviously, he signed a new 3-year contract this year as well, so a good opportunity to start playing football. Obviously, Benny Beningri's up there. He went permanently at the beginning of the season as well, so he'll get to play with his mate again. So he's gone on loan, and there's talk that Lewis Dobbin may be set to sign a new contract at Everton. He's free at the end of the season to leave, but the talk is that he might be edging closer to getting a new contract, which is good. Everton want him to sign, but it's down to the player and whether he thinks his future is at Everton. Fixture news: Everton's game against Spurs has been moved to Monday the 7th of March from the Saturday. So a Monday night game when we play away to Spurs, 7th of March. And in just, it is still the window is still open. Everton have been linked with Thomas Muller today. Bayern Munich's legendary number 10 has been linked with us today from actually a really good source in Germany. Christian Falk has linked them. He said Newcastle were after him and Everton were after him. He's contracted. He's got 18 months left on a contract. He's been linked with us today and Newcastle. So, interesting one. Pretty much out of left field. Can't see it happening, but there you go. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow to do the Daily Live Extra around 1 o'clock, so make sure you join me for that. Make sure you give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more great videos, join us over on Patreon. We do daily live videos. More and more and more of you are getting onto that and are coming over and joining us. So make sure you click the link in the description and on the screen right now. Thanks for watching. See you later.